The moment that I felt that I needed Jesus, I think I was just in a place mentally very dark and very alone. I never really turned to anyone for help. I was never able to be out of control, and it was just really hard. I just felt like so overwhelmed, so much pressure, and I was surrounded by people that cared about me, but inside, I wasn't worthy of being loved. I wasn't worthy of, having anybody care about me. I was ready to just give up and, let the world take me and do what it wanted to do with me. I was raised, we go to church every Sunday. We, follow the rules of the church. And as I got older, you have the luxury of being able to kind of do the things that you want to do. And church started just becoming a thing of the past. I would go on the holidays. I decided that I wanted to get back to a point where I started following God and started doing what, I used to do. And I went to a church with my mom, and in that moment, I just felt like what I was being told in that moment, it just made me believe that there was no hope for me, that I was going to hell because I already sinned. I had a child out of wedlock. I just figured, what's the point, Yeah, after that experience, it was definitely hard for me to really go to God, because I just thought, if you hate me so much, or if I'm such a bad person, then there's no point. So I just figured that I'll just leave it alone, and if God really wants me one day, he'll find me, and if not, then I knew that in that time I believed that it just didn't exist, or it wasn't for me. The moment that I just completely relinquished and was like, you know what? He loves me and he's here for me. It was a little bit, maybe a year into coming to Legacy, and somebody prayed for me. And when they were praying for me, they said things to me that I have never shared with anyone other than two people. And I looked to the side and I asked my friends, and I'm like, did you tell her that? Or did you tell her that? And they're like, I don't even know who this person is. And in that moment, I just knew that there wasn't anything or anyone that can make me think otherwise, other than God was real and that he loved me and he cared for me. And I just know that there's nothing better than finding something so dark and God just puts his light on it. God is always going to present himself. He's always going to show himself, and he's never going to let you fall. He's never going to forsake you. He's always going to love you. What I would say to a person that was, or that is in a situation that I was 3 years ago, where they were hesitant, or just felt that they weren't worthy of it, I will tell them to trust, which is one of the hardest things a person can do. I will tell them to just give it to God. Let him work in you. It would be the best decision you've ever made. You'll never regret it. Anything that comes from him is always out of love.